Got it. Thank you very much for this information. So if we dive a little bit into the process of establishing a partnership with Climatize for other developers, can you tell us a little bit what that process looks like? Maybe talk a little bit about how you got connected with Lawrence as well, and then what does your current pipeline look like? How do you engage other developers? What does the onboarding process look like, and then the due diligence process after that?
Mhm. Yeah, definitely. So Lawrence and I were connected by a mutual business acquaintance. And so through that, he reached out to us and said, hey, I've been really thinking about this kind of crowdfunding community engagement model for solar. And, we had thought about spinning it up, but there were so many hurdles to the regulatory approval process that in the end, we kind of didn't end up moving and ended up coming across you all. And so through that, then he reached out to us. And with these three projects, essentially they had their data rooms ready, they had their pro formas ready. And so really the only outstanding things were to get a CPA review on the first project and audits for the other two. And from there, we looked at, okay, what kind of technology have they selected, interconnection permits, site leases, O&M contracts. We wanted to look at, ultimately how much cash flow are these projects throwing off so that we can appropriately size that kind of debt service coverage ratio. And then from there, once we had a degree of certainty that these were high quality projects, then we worked with them to draft the kind of offering circulars that are submitted with the SEC. And from that helped with the paperwork filing of that documentation, getting Edgar codes and whatnot that goes with the actual kind of execution of the issuance of new securities. And so from that, we got the projects up and live, and then we're able to get out and start marketing both through organic video content, through some paid advertising, through newsletters, through podcasts like this. And that was how we were able to then go and get those first three projects capitalized. And so as for if a new developer wanted to come and essentially raise on Climatize, they can go to the website. We have a Get Funded tab. From there, you can kind of submit early information and book a consultation. We take that first meeting to kind of take a sniff test of a project. Is this a high quality project? Where are they kind of in the project's life cycle? How much are they seeking to raise? Is this a good fit? Is there a nice story behind the project? I mean, that's something that we're always really looking for, is that especially with kind of this community centric funding method, projects that have that human element to it is really important. And so, some of the projects now that we're working on with AED that we're seeing in the future, something like a Boys and Girls Club, that has a really great story. And we found that in particular, if a project has a kind of greater community impact, like that community solar project that benefited a low income community, or things with kids in particular, kind of transcends borders and is something that people are really excited to support. So looking forward to doing more of those projects in the future. But if a new developer came to us, we would sign an NDA with them to be able to kind of really dig in on the specifics of the project. And from there, if it seems like something that, is going to be a good fit for the platform, we'd sign an LOI. We'd then do the data intake of the data room and begin kind of really digging into the project specs. Additionally, we've recently signed a partnership with Banyan Infrastructure. They're a tailor-made kind of portfolio management tool for clean energy. And from that, that's going to help us really kind of compress our DD cycles so that all of that information is, in a single place, single source of truth, and provides us a single dashboard for management of all of these projects. And so, with that, once we get through DD with the developers, we help them draft that offering circular and post it to the platform. And then from there, kind of give them best practices for marketing their projects, kind of where to put it out, provide some pre-populated kind of media to be able to get it out to social media. And then also in the future, we're going to be building in kind of referral incentives so that the developers can share with friends, family, their community to really help bring them along as well.